Hey guys, I'm going to give you a quick video tutorial on how to use Photopea to start the collage project. Remember, the collage project is going to be just like you are, cutting stuff out and putting them on a piece of paper as if we were in class using scissor and glue, except this is going to be done on a computer. Now, I'm going to go all the way through the beginning of this project, even though most of you have started it at school, but let's just start from the beginning just in case. So you can skip forward to the next steps if you need a refresher. First thing you want to do is go File, New. Remember that we are going to use letter pieces of paper like we were in class. So find letter, and we're going to call this project Collage. Okay. And it can either be tall or wide, and I would like my project to be wide. So I'm actually going to flip these two. I'm going to change the width to 11 and the height to 8.5, and I'm going to create, and you should see a white piece of paper. The first thing you're going to want to do is, after you create your white piece of paper, is pick your background. All right, and this is the image I would like to use as the background, but I don't want all of this. So the first selection tool we're going to talk about is the rectangle selection tool right there. And I only want a little bit of this, so I'm going to drag my tool around the area that I want. You will see these little dotted lines mean I just want this area inside here selected. So once I have that area selected, I'm going to go to Edit Copy. Then I'm going to go to my collage. I'm going to put Edit Paste. And there it is. You will then want to go back to the Move tool, and you will want to grab the corners, and remember to hold the Shift button so you do not distort it, all right? Because I do not want it to be skinny or fat or whatever. I want to hold the Shift button so I do not distort it. And I want to make my background as big as humanly possible so that it fits on the screen right where I want it to. And then you will click the check mark. The next thing you want to do is decide what you want as your focal point. That means the area you're going to build your sculpture off of. Now for this one, I'm going to use my Mario model, this dude right here, just because I, want to kind of show you how you're going to use one of the next tools. Now, he is not a rectangle, so we are not going to use a rectangle to pick him. And this next one is called the Lasso Tool, and it is also going to be hard to use to draw around him because drawing is really hard to do with a mouse. But lying under here, under this Object Selection tool, is called this Quick Selection Brush. That's what you're going to want to use. So pick the Quick Selection Brush, all right? And with that, you'll notice there is an option up here with a plus or a minus. So you're going to click on the plus, and you're going to paint on Mario. And as you can see, it has an intelligent selection. So it picks what you think you want, which is kind of cool because you can see here, it pretty much pick Mario, and I can zoom in. And if it makes a mistake, you can go back, but you can click other little areas. Whoops, that's too much. So you can refine the edge a little bit. I just want a little bit more. And I've painted around him and try to get as accurately as humanly possible. And you can see the marching ants now kind of fit around the outside of him. And there are little bits that you can use the zoom tool. So let me find it. There it is. I'm going to use the zoom tool. I'm going to zoom really in on Mario. Go back to my brush, because there's little spots, and you can make your brush smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And you can try to get the edge of him if you want to. So try to get your edge as best you can up along the edge of your focal point. Then you're going to go to Edit Copy. You're going to come back over here to Collage. You're going to go Edit Paste. All right, and there is Mario. And again, if I want to make him bigger, I'm going to hold the Shift button, and I'm going to place him as my focal point. Now, one of the things I would like to point out, and the reason why I used Mario here, is because Mario has no legs. All right, so he's going to look really weird sitting here in the picture in the middle because he's got no legs. So if you have a person or something that is cut off, you have to make it seem like it's cut off by placing it either along the bottom of the paper or putting another object behind it. So if you have anything that's cut off, the cutoff part needs to be used and look like it was used for a purpose. So I'm going to hide him down there. All right. And then the last tool I'm going to show you is over here on this Lamborghini logo. And right next to the quick selection tool is a thing called the magic wand. Now, if you have a object that happens to be surrounded by a solid color or blank, as I do here in this Lamborghini logo, you can take the magic wand and you can click on the blank space or solid color behind the object, and you can see that the dots, the merchant ants, go around the outside and around the outside. Now, what I want to do is, since I've selected all of this on the outside of the Lamborghini logo, I want to go to select the inverse, which means the opposite, and then it selects just my Lamborghini logo. Again, edit copy, come back over here and hit edit, paste. All right. So guys, those are 3 quick ways to cut something out. You can use the rectangle tool, you can use the quick selection tool, or you can use the magic wand. So try using those 3 things to put your objects in place.